Hey guys, Jedi Bob here, and today I'll be doing a review on the LEGO SpongeBob Krusty Krab set number 3825, ages 7 to 12, 295 pieces, and originally only retailed for $30. $30, that is amazing. Comes with 4 minifigures, and this is one of my most favorite sets. I had it when I was a kid, back in 2008, and I loved it. So without further ado, let's get into the Mr. Krabs. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this technically is not the correct Mr. Krabs. And you might be like, well, he looks pretty normal to me. Well, the original one didn't have the teeth showing, it just had a smile, and I'll show that later, but same figure, just a different expression. This is the just classic SpongeBob. You get that cool, oh, sorry, pants came off, but you get that cool yellow torso. And just a SpongeBob figure, nothing much to him. Had the short legs and whatnot, and pretty nifty. Here we have the old Squidward. He has the normal face, no mold yet. And he is a rather basic figure. For some reason, it has gray hands, as well as Mr. Krabs. I never understood why they did that, but LEGO was rather weird in the mid-2000s. And lastly, we have Plankton. Now, Plankton, they count as a minifigure, yet he's just a stud, and I wish they would have done him his own mold, because he looks quite dumb, to be honest, but it's okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into one of the 3 little accessories. First of all, you get this barrel where you can store Krabby Patties. You get this dumpster, of which I live in. I do not come in the set, but if you did. And lastly, you get the cash register and stove. So they decided to make this its own build, which is a little weird, and some people liked it, some people didn't like it. But you get the little cash register stand, which you can sit or stand Squidward. He looks better if he's sitting. And you get this cash register. I do not know if that's a sticker or not. Order here sign, and on the back you get this little stove. You're supposed to take a Krabby Patty, and you were supposed to go like this. And in the commercial, they advertised it as like when it landed back, but it definitely does not do that. And also, if you notice, SpongeBob technically isn't tall enough, nowhere near tall enough for the stove, so they give him this little bar that you can just hook him up to, and he can stand like that. So those are the extra builds that you get with this set. And let's move on to the Krusty Krab. So here is the Krusty Krab. It is on this half a base plate, this old sand. It's a different color, and you get the awesome Krusty Krab sign. You have an inner sign, a little coral. So you get these little signs and a little chimney, and that's basically the outside. So if we flip it around to the interior, the most important part here, over here, sorry, is Mr. Krabs' office. Now you might be like, wait, in the show, this is not where Mr. Krabs' office is, and you are completely right. But for weird reasons, again, 2006, they decided to put Mr. Krabs' office right there. Now, one thing, and this is the only thing I'm missing from the set, is there originally was supposed to be, if I can open this, it's a little tough to open. Originally, there's supposed to be a formula in there. Now, you see I just have a letter, but in the original set, there was a stickered piece with the formula that you could store under Mr. Krabs' desk, and that was basically the feature of that. And you can sit, or you can stand Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs can't sit. There we go. Also with this, though, you did have a safe, and the safe was pretty cool. You can open that, you get some money in there, some gold coins, and you can just close that little lock printed piece, but this doesn't really lock, just flings open. So on the other side of the Krusty Krab, you have a little trash can, which you can store wherever. I store it right there. And you have one table with some mayonnaise and ketchup. So it is a little weird that they only have one table in here, as the Krusty Krab has many tables in the show. But they're just on these little barrels, and right here is big enough to store one Krabby Patty. And you can sit whatever figure you have there. They don't really give you any customers, but you can just use whatever LEGO figures. But this is what a figure looks like if they're standing there. They can stand right there, eat their Krabby Patty with another bikini bottom citizen. Here, you can sit the dumpster pretty comfortably. Also over here, you can also store the Krabby Patties over here. So a lot of the times you might be like, well, where does this go? And it's kind of just up to your imagination. You could store it right here. Some people put it out to the side. It's just, you kind of have to imaginate. But yeah, so that is the Krusty Krab set. And let me go and tell you guys, this is one of my most favorite LEGO sets of all time. so many memories I have of playing with this set, and I used to have the Chum Bucket, and yeah, I would rate it a 6 out of 10. The only real issues with these sets, this set specifically, is that Mr. Krabs' office being here is really weird. They could have had room to store another table if they would have just made a bigger, a different place for Mr. Krabs' office. But yeah, that's about it for this set. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.